Hi, and welcome to your Wellness Wednesday video. Today, the flower essence that came up is the flower essence of Mountain Pennyroyal. And I know we've had this one quite a few times. And it's not surprising because it's one that came up under protection this time. But it is one of the essences that I use most often. And what it helps with is it helps to release negative thought forms and entities that you've taken on and that are attached to your auric field, so your energy field. What I kind of envision when I think about it is, those little thought bubbles in cartoons. It's when we take on other people or other entities or other beings' thoughts, and they cloud up our energy field, especially our mental energy body. And so they're like those little thought bubbles that are kind of all surrounding. And this is really, this can be negative conditioning that we've taken on. This can be, especially for empaths, this is something they notice right away, is they will be taking on the negative thought forms of other people. And this can be sometimes when it's really intense and there's so many of those thought bubbles in there that it's almost like you don't lose your mind, but lose track of what is your thinking and what is these thought forms. It's like they almost seep into your mental life is the best way to say it, I guess, and take over your thought forms. So it can, lots of times you'll notice if you need this, if you are feeling kind of fuzzy or foggy, or there's thoughts coming. I know I've had times when it's happened to me where I've had thoughts that I know are not mine, and I just know that they're not mine, and they pop up, and it's like, whoa, where did that come from? That is not something that resonates with me at all. And so it's a great essence to help clear the mental body, release any entities or thought forms that you've taken on. And this is, like I said, a really big one for empaths, especially empaths who are just kind of learning and emerging. A lot of these thought forms will attach to them. Because they are so wide open and because they are unaware of the effects of being so wide open and their unhealthy patterns that keep them attaching to these forms of energy and allowing these forms of energy into their energy field without properly releasing them, I guess is the best way to say it. And so if you have been feeling like, whoa, where did that thought come from? Or you're feeling kind of fuzzy in your mental field, or you are, another example I have is if you walk into a room and all of a sudden you just feel really negative and then you just feel like a growly bear, and everything starts pissing you off, whereas everything was fine. These could be the thought forms kind of taking on. So it's a great one to keep with you, to use for your protection, and to help you clear these. It is such a great release. Most people will feel it right away when I work with people and we do this, especially if they have a lot of thought forms that they've taken on. Like I said, that unhealthy pattern of, and mostly unconscious pattern of the empath or sensitive. But it is a great way to clear our mental field and come back to strength and clarity of thought, so that what is in our mental field is our own. It can also be great to help release some of that negative conditioning that we receive from society, especially if it's kind of coming up against what you know is your truth. It can help release that too. So if this resonates, just take a deep breath and repeat after me. I ask for the flower essence of Mountain Pennyroyal to enter my energy field, energy body, and physical consciousness with the help of the divine. I ask for the flower essence of mountain pennyroyal to assist me with releasing negative thought forms and entities attached to my mental body, and to assist me with strength and clarity of thought. I ask for the flower essence of mountain pennyroyal to manifest, to integrate. And then take a deep breath, and wherever you might feel that, and just put your hands there, or you can put your hands on your temples just to kind of anchor it into your body if you're not feeling it anywhere specific. And then stabilize. If you are feeling really quite cloudy, then you may want to do it a couple times, because these can accumulate within us if we haven't cleansed them. And like I said, if you're an open empath or sensitive, who hasn't quite learned how to protect your energy or to release and let the energy move through you, this is a great one to help you clarify your mental body. So call on it as many times as you feel called. As always, if you're interested in deepening your healing and growth, you can book a private session where I connect with your soul and higher guidance, and we follow a beautiful path of healing and growth that's carved out by your soul step by step by step, organically. And every week on Wednesdays, you also can join us at Us Being Sue from Soulworks by Sue Pickering, and we do a soul essence revival where we work with the essences, and Sue is a gifted intuitive, and we get messages and we work together to do whatever we're called to do. So you can book that as well, and all of that can be found on my website, or you can DM me and I can send you the link. And yeah, take care, much love, and clear that mental body. Let me know in the comments if you call it in, if you notice it, because most people will notice it right away. Just a lightness that kind of comes in, and a clarity that kind of comes in, and it's such a beautiful feeling. Much love and take care.